It's Baz.
Hey, what?
We're in the playoffs.
Woo!
I didn't know if it was going to happen. Yeah, whatever.
Dubs down, bitches. Dubs
Ah,
down.
ah, ah.
Dubs down.
Yes. Oh, we'll address that, David, in the
Fucking
chat.
David.
We'll address that. We'll address that. But welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Whether live or watching later to the Quacking Show as we discuss the Oregon at Washington rivalry game to conclude the
Regular season.
God, it's over. How are you doing tonight, Spass?
I'm doing great. Playoffs? We're going to the playoffs? Oh, that's right. He went to Colorado State, not to the playoffs.
I had to remind you because, as you told me beforehand, you were stoned most of the game.
Yeah. I got a new cartridge today, so I was just kind of chilling on it, watching the game, watching the games,
Blacking in and out.
quacking on and off.
You keep that to yourself. But yeah, welcome in, everyone. Hit that like quickly. Hit that subscribe if you can want to for us. We're still looking to try to, before the first of the year, get to 100 subscribers. Not a bad little first season, starting the week before the season started. That's not too bad. I'll take it.
Yeah, what are we at?
I don't know, high 70s. Can do it.
Yeah.
Can do it.
Guys, we need to get to 100 by the end of the playoffs. And hopefully it won't be one round and out this time. I don't think it will.
I don't think so, because again, I think that this is a locked in the home game.
Yeah.
So that's that was pretty important for this win today.
Does A&M fall to 6 and we jump them and go to 5?
I don't think so. Well,
or do you
maybe
think A&M goes to 5 and we stay at 6?
That's a good.
Neither one of us are. Well, got to see what Alabama does.
Yeah, that's a good question though, because the lost Indiana looks better, even though it was at home, and A&M lost by more on the road to Texas. So I don't know. Yeah, that's and late in the season, so that's a toughy one. That's fun. Now that's funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
Imagine we didn't get fired for not having views. I got fired and Spaz left on his own for other reasons, but that's funny.
Yeah, that's comical.
They were terrible then. And we thought we were bad. Holy shit.
Yeah.
All right, Spaz. It was a good day though here. As number 6 Oregon goes on the road and takes down the Dogs. Takes them down.
Took them down.
And I was at work a lot of this game, so unfortunately, I did get to watch a highlight video at least. Thank God. I will give full credit though to Washington. The Washington run defense in this game, they came to play because if we look at this real quickly, I did take a screenshot of this because I was at home right in time to kind of catch it, and I thought, you know what, this is a good way to kind of look at this. Well,
I was late last night. I was listening to QB11 and Doug, and they had their co-host was one James Crepia.
Oh yeah.
And they were breaking down the differences between USC's line and Washington's line, and they all said that Washington's front line was better than USC's.
Well, yeah, I know, and I'm not going to disagree with that. I think that's completely fair. This is a bit hard to do. Let me try to redo this here. I just wanted to see it because once it's gone, it's gone, and so I wanted to have this on kind of history because it's kind of hard to find this later on, so I didn't want to do it then. Let's do a share screen. We will show this right here. Volume. This was first half stats for Washington, Oregon. First half, 13-7 halftime. Oregon had 64 rushing yards. Washington did a good job.
Yeah.
Neutralizing his rushing.
Yeah, they did.
Because even Washington had 69. Nothing crazy, but they took Oregon out of the element in this game. Nothing too crazy, but it was just kind of one of those interesting stat lines. I wanted to think that Washington did a really good job, actually. You go right ahead, Dave.
Yeah. I don't know what the final was, but I know Washington.
It's not great. I've got it in front of me right here. Let me share this screen. Well, let me share a tab. There it is. Bam. Here is the final.
106 yards rushing.
Yes. Washington did, again, a phenomenal job overall. And Washington outrushed Oregon.
Yeah. But Dante was 20 of 29 for 286.
Yes, and like in the banner below and on here on the official stat chart, Damon Williams 50% for 129 and 2 picks.
Yeah.
He did have 2 touchdowns though.
Yeah, the only one that was killing us was Muhammad.
Yeah, he I mean, he was all right. He was
Jonah Coleman, their lead back, didn't do nothing.
Yeah, no, that's true. And Damon had a couple big gains, but then he was sacked a few times. Same as Dante Moore, he was sacked. So that took off some yardage. And no specific Washington receiver really hurt us. They just spread it out a bunch, kind of to whoever they could get it to.
Yeah, and they only had like 1 or 2 big pass plays, and the rest was all check down shit. We controlled the game, really. Dante was just all over the place.
And like for us, Kenyon said he couldn't catch anything. The balls weren't good place. He was guarded really well. Is Jamari Johnson okay? He was kind of dinged up on a play.
Yeah, he fell on the ball. Same thing that Kenyon happened earlier in the game.
Oh, okay. And so of course Malik Benson, shout out the big play that he had. Jeremiah McClellan, though, yeah, he's proven himself to be.
It was a catch too, by the way.
That one-hander.
Yes. Everybody, all the announcers, the guy behind, even said
it was hard on the replay. I saw of it because it was so quick. They didn't really go in depth with it. The replay, it actually did look like it. I was like, So I'd be interested to see more in depth myself because I just got to see it.
He had the ball, went down. It hit the ground, still in his hand, never moved, and they still said it was incomplete. Bullshit call, but whatever. That would have given him 100-yard receiving on the game.
Yeah.
We'd have had 200-yard receivers if they would have given him that catch.
Well, carry on, because it is what it is. And Spaz, you text me. I saw it. I ignored it. And no, Clint, UW's not the Oregon's best win. Get out of here.
Yeah. What? Oh, 3-0 Alabama.
Yeah, tomorrow's Sunday night show will be fun. A lot of ranting and raving. Spaz, you text me though earlier quickly. I didn't want to forget it because you wanted to.
Hey, Penn State finished 6-6. They might go to a bowl game.
Well, 6-6, they should.
Poor Rutgers. They lost again.
Oh, poor Rutgers. Can we give the game ball perhaps to Atticus Appleton?
Yeah. Shout out Atticus. 51 yards.
4 of 4.
Yeah, 50. We have a kicker at Oregon now. Who would have known?
For about 2 to 3, 4 more games, and that's it. And then he's gone.
Yeah.
Watch out! I hope you're not wearing Oregon gear. What? Because
watch out! What you might get jumped.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was it was a great victory today. We controlled the ball, didn't turn it over, and that was the key. You know, Washington turned the ball over. We didn't. Oh no.
It's on their burner phone that they were hiding in their sock.
Oh fuck.
Oh Jesus. Tell them the bar you're going to be at so they can go meet you later.
Yeah.
I think the key thing here is Oregon did what they needed to do. Pass defense was really good. Of course, the D line I think threw Devon Williams off quite a bit because he had some not great throws, but 2 interceptions made a huge key. But yeah, Washington, give them credit. Their run defense was they were on top of it tonight with their run defense.
Yeah,
give them full credit on that one.
Yeah, we just controlled them in the passing game and just moved the ball fairly regularly when we needed to, and it was it was a pretty convincing win. It's a rivalry game. I didn't expect it to be super big. So
we'll take the win this late in the season with this many injuries to finish 11-1. We'll take the win on the road.
Yeah, I'll take the season title, by the way, too. Thank you.
Yeah, like we'll take it. And hey, Dragon. Nice to see you tonight too.
And I'll take the season predictor win. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, both of our scores predictions sucked for this game too.
But I think mine was closer.
Yours was closer, but we both sucked at it too. We were both way off.
We both were what in the four? No, I was 38, right?
You were 38-21. I was 42-20. We both sucked at predicting this game, though. Again, that's credit to Washington's rush defense. They did a really good job. I mean, you think. Just remember, final score, right? Think of it. Final score 26-14. Ohio State beat them at Washington 24-6. So
Yeah.
Washington actually does pretty good job, I think, at rush defense, and they take teams out of their element. So I give Washington credit for that. I do give them credit for that. Jeez. Well, thank you, Hummus. Thank you. Nice to see you. Looking forward to watching you and Indiana in the Big Ten title game while we sit at home this year and relax.
Yeah, like you did
We
last year.
we don't want to make you guys feel that bad about the newbies coming in 2 years in a row and potentially winning the title.
So if we go 5, we'll play the 4 in the second round. If we go 6, we'll play 3. And I believe 5 is going to be Tech is going to end up being 4 now. And they could conceivably go up.
It's possible. We're going to talk about this a lot, I know, tomorrow night. And then, of course, Tuesday when the new rankings coming out. But then we still have to wait for the final on Sunday, like you mentioned earlier before we went live.
I have a feeling if everything plays out right, the way it looks, will be 5-12, and 4 will be most likely Indiana, because I don't think Indiana can beat Ohio State.
That's a very interesting game to watch, and I'm looking forward to that game because it's
absolutely.
2 unbeatens. They haven't
only
played this
2
year.
Unbeatens left.
Yeah, I haven't played, and yeah, I'm really interested in that game. I will be watching.
If we end up 5, we'll be playing the 12, which will be like James Madison or somebody like that. Probably James Madison, because they won pretty convincing today. Now, if we stay 6 all the way, the last 2 deals, 6, 11 is potentially going to be Miami. With that big win in Pitt today, I think that might get them in. I just don't see how the committee cannot put them in, but put Notre Dame hosting or even being at somewhere else a game when they beat Notre Dame head to head, and they had the same schedule, and they have a better strength of schedule when it comes down to it.
Well, and that's it. I think you have to look at it. You can say Notre Dame's a better team now than they were before. Granted, that's probably true, but your best 2 teams that you played, you lost to. So they've got to look into that. But I do agree, and Notre Dame's going to blow the hell out of Stanford later.
Yeah,
we don't have to.
If they lose that game, Miami's in.
If they lose to Stanford, Notre Dame needs to shut down the program. I'm just going to say it right now. I'm sorry. It's just is what it is.
I still say, and we were debating on this earlier, that Notre Dame needs to find a damn conference.
But I understand why they're independent, the money they make, but and I get it, granted, at least they do schedule some out of conference. And obviously, USC, we're still waiting to hear on if they're scheduling USC still or if that's going to go out the window. Stanford, it's not really a thing right now. It used to be a game. Stanford used to be, obviously really, really fucking good. But they did like Texas A&M. They did Miami at Miami. At least they do schedule some. But most of the other ones are just kind of like, come on. But I guess you could substitute if you said, okay, instead of Western Michigan, put Purdue in, like right now.
Yeah.
But still, yeah. There's a bunch of teams right on the outside need a bunch of teams to lose. It'll be interesting to see what happens. But I don't think so. For instance, say because A&M should still locked up a SEC title spot. I think.
No, Alabama wins this game. It's Alabama, Georgia.
Oh
It's on the
God,
screen right now.
that's
Alabama to the championship with the win over with this win versus
that's
Georgia.
awful. Well, if they finish 11-1, A&M's going to the playoff. That's not questionable because
Yeah,
we're
they'll
number
end up
3.
being 5-6, and Oregon will be the other 5-6.
Yeah, so that's not
That's what it's
questionable.
potentially looking like right now.
That's amazing to go 11-1, lose
And not
one
being
game at the end, lose one game at the end, and not get into your own conference title. That's. I mean, you can say with Oregon, but the one who beat us is undefeated in the conference,
right.
so that's makes sense. But like, Jesus.
God damn. Alabama, Auburn. Jesus. They're terrible.
They're not that bad. I was actually surprised.
John Mateer can't throw a ball to shit now.
That's Oklahoma.
Or shit, who is Auburn started? They benched what's his name? Jackson Arnold last time.
It's Daniels. Auburn's is Daniels. Yeah, they benched Jackson Arnold. Now it's Daniels.
Yeah, it's
Ashton Daniels.
He's
the one who's
insane.
starting right now, anyway. So let's put it that way. Yeah. Well, yes. I'm sorry. We know the ACC is really pretty bad. They're pretty bad. We know this. This isn't news. The ACC's been bad for multiple years.
Yeah. Texas Tech with that nice ass win. I mean, 49-0.
What were they playing? West Virginia or something?
West Virginia, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I'm not exactly surprised by that.
Yeah, Daniels was 1 of 6 for 2 yards so far. It's all right. Ty Simpson's 3 of 11 for 14 yards.
I was about to say, I was like, neither one. I just refreshed. I'm like, neither one exactly is doing anything. Jesus. Rivalry weekend.
Yeah.
And it's hard to watch look at some of these rivalries and go, are these really rivalry games?
We haven't had any real rivalry upsets yet.
Not really. Yeah, not really. Yeah, a couple blowouts, obviously, a few blowouts, but I mean, nothing insane. Let's put it that way.
No, nothing insane. Everybody's watching everybody else's shows.
Well, Texas over Texas A&M. Yeah, that was a little surprising.
Yeah, that was the only one.
Maybe it was more by the amount. It was only like it was still like a 12-point game, wasn't it? If I remember the score correctly. Let me see. Let me pull it up here. It was a 10-point game, 27-17.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like crazy.
And A&M fell apart in the second half. They had that game totally under control. Arch Manning looked horrible. And all of a sudden, third quarter, Arch Manning looked like the Heisman quarterback, and Reese looked like dog doo-doo. He could not move the ball at all in that second half last night.
Yeah, I mean, you could argue last night, Georgia Tech really exposed Georgia. They were not impressive.
No.
Not after Georgia Tech just got their ass, like, got how fucking 40 something put on them by Pitt. Arizona over Arizona State. I mean, it's 25 over 20 versus 20, but Arizona State doesn't have Sam Levitt. So I guess at the same time, it's kind of like, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, and Sam Levitt's probably it's either
Transferring.
Sam Levitt or Sellers that's going to go to Miami next year.
Oh, good for Miami.
Keep getting all the reshuffled quarterbacks.
It's pulling out the first round. Well, I don't know. We need to see who wins the conferences first. That'll tell us a lot of who goes on the road.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see. We really won't have a lot to talk about till tomorrow, Tuesday.
Yeah, it was like tomorrow we'll have conference on the After Dark show. We'll have the conference schedule, kind of reviewing this weekend, but we'll know who's going to be the title games for the conferences. Tuesday we'll have a better idea of where they see teams lining up potentially. So unless there's some massive movement due to the conference games next weekend, then obviously that Sunday we'll have even more because we'll know who's playing who, when, and where. We'll know the lineups, or not the lineup, sorry, the positioning of teams, who's the home team for sure, who's traveling, etc., etc. There's a lot more still to come. That's the biggest thing. Oh, a bunch of Miami.
Sorry,
haters.
David. I can't help it.
A bunch of Miami haters in this chat. Yeah. See, Hummus, I agree. I think I know. I wish they would separate conferences as much as they can, but when they overload so many of the teams in one conference, it's like impossible to avoid. It's stupid.
Yeah. We won't have them in the first round, so any of them, so that's a good thing.
Well, yeah, because out of the Big Ten, there's only 3 now. It's only going to be Ohio State, Oregon, and Indiana.
Yeah.
Like Oregon knocked USC out completely. Washington was already done, and they're definitely out. And Michigan, as close as maybe they could have held on with a win today, they didn't win, so they're definitely out. They're gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah, whichever one loses, if Indy loses, they'll go to 4. If Ohio State loses, they'll probably go to 3.
4 at worst. Yeah, 4 at worst.
4 at worst. Yeah, absolute worst.
It depends on like the score or whatever happens. Yeah, it just depends. But yeah, they're not going to drop that much. You're not going to get punished for a championship game of undefeateds. You're not.
Sorry, any of you hoping for an Alabama loss. It's 10-0 Alabama now. So I don't think that's happening.
Don't hold out hope. Don't hold out hope. I mean, I don't know if I hope or care, but Hey, Clint, are your Beavers going to score this game? 19-0 in the third quarter.
Ouch.
Let's go.
Yeah, it was a great win today. I had a feeling you guys were going to roll, and you did. It was close for a half.
That's not surprising. But yeah, at the end of the day, I was like, no, this can't happen again. Oh, USC's in the dogfight, 7-7.
Yeah.
Not for long, probably, but Ooh,
That'd be the funniest move.
that would be fun. I don't know if it's funny. USC is not making the playoffs, but who do you hate more, Cristobal, Taggart, or Helfrich?
Cristobal.
Yeah, you do dislike. I've gotten over Helfrich for letting it slide the way he did. I've gotten over it. It's just kind of like, okay, whatever. Taggart, he was only there for 1 year. He left for his dream job. Cool, but he helped revitalize it. Then gave us Cristobal. But Cristobal, at the same time, he left for his alma mater, and Oregon didn't even try to keep him. But Cristobal is more his game management. Yeah, it's like that's the thing. I'm like, ugh.
And even Miami fans now are seeing that. It was funny. The last play of the game, we're in a space, and they're like, "Oh, tack on some more points," and because they had just intercepted, and it was like, "No, they took a knee." I said, "Did he fumble?" And all the Miami people started laughing. They're like, "Yeah, did he fumble? That's a good one."
Oh, I know, I know. We went through this when we said Miami. Look, you're getting a great recruiter and a real pretty good coach. Watch out for the game management. And then they were like rah 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 rah, and then they started seeing it and going, oh, maybe they were right. Like, yeah. Oh, there you go. There's an offer spaz.
I don't want your platypus, Mister Adam.
Sounded like hate speech.
How did Rutgers do today, Adam? Or should I say, oh, Duck?
This is what I asked: is the Pac-12 trophy going to get cut in half?
Yeah. Oh. Overall, good win today. Lots of fun. I think the Ducks were pretty much in control of that game. They were up 2 scores early and pretty much maintained that 2-score advantage. Washington scored late, right at the beginning of the 4th, but Oregon came right back and instantly scored a touchdown on that Benson 65-yarder, and I think that just broke Washington's back.
Yeah, I mean, again, Washington.
Yeah, we're down 2 scores. We're done.
Yeah, Washington didn't give up. They didn't give up either. They fought the whole time. Again, their rush defense was really, really on point today. I'll give them full credit on that one. They were on point. But yeah, no, you're 100% right. I mean, it was 13-0. Washington did drive down right before half and got a touchdown, and I was kind of like, ooh, okay, let's see what happens. But yeah, they never let them get close enough to feel comfortable.
Nope, they sure did.
Just alternate the trophies.
Yeah, Colorado is ass cheeks. All right, Clint.
Yes, they are. Good Lord, what is happening right now with them? Or did they lose earlier, or was it? Are they still on playing right now? They lost earlier, right?
I don't. It's one of the two.
I think they lost earlier. I've been trying to catch. Tomorrow is when I do my catch up of all the games and try to like refresh my memory.
Yeah.
Are they playing right now? No. Oh no, they played Friday, didn't they?
No, they were playing earlier.
Were they playing earlier? That's why tomorrow is my recap day to refresh my memory. Where the fuck are they? Oh, there it is. Yeah. Well, I mean, they lost 10 to Kansas State on the road. I mean, it's not terrible, but yeah, the luster is gone.
Yeah, 3-9. Yeah.
Not their kicker this time.
No.
Like, not the kicker, that's for sure. We got Sappington. We're happy.
Well,
What? What?
that about wrap it for this week?
I think so. You are right there, Merce. Savage's money. All of a sudden, now all of a sudden he won't. Well, except for that one thing last week. I think it's USC that didn't count. We won't talk about that one. Off the upright.
But hey, it didn't count.
I know that was just the weirdest series. Both field goal kickers back to back off the upright.
Right?
It's just one of those bizarre, like, what in the hell? Yeah. But so yeah, Oregon definitely locks up a playoff spot, and most likely definitely should be a home spot, which is great. Absolutely great. A playoff game at Autzen. Let's go.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Spaz, we have a lot of stuff to talk about tomorrow night on the After Dark show. Full recap of this weekend, as well as the conference title game, little projections. Not too much of a deep dive there, but some projections.
What's that?
Nothing. And then Tuesday night, we're going to come back and we'll do a little season recap and a little projection due to the new CFP rankings of where we think Oregon will finish. Tuesday night might tell us where they're going to finish, but with the conference style game still coming up, we're not sure. They could drop down one spot, could move up a spot. We'll see, depending on obviously the conference style games. Because if Alabama makes it and they win, that'll drop Georgia a bit. Alabama will jump a bit, and that's going to shift everyone
Who knows
around.
what it's going to be then? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's going to shift everyone around. So
still don't think even if you had a 2-loss Alabama, they don't jump an A&M or an Oregon. I don't think that's possible. Yeah, but it could move them into 7-10 or an 8-9.
Maybe, yeah. It's possible. I mean, obviously they lock the spot for themselves, but yeah, where they fall exactly in the final ranking or how it shifts everything that's the part we can't fully project. And so that's why we have a couple more shows where we have to go, okay, what happens? And that's kind of the interesting part still. But either way, Oregon locked up the playoff spot and should have locked up a home spot. If we get screwed somehow and have to travel like to A&M for the first playoff game or something, I'd be like fucking absolutely pissed.
Yeah, we're hosting.
I'd be fucking pissed off though.
All right, man.
Well, let's wrap this up, everyone. Everyone, thank you, and everyone, join us tomorrow night on the After Dark show right here on the Quacking Off channel. That's why it's important. If you can't hit that like, consider subscribing. That way you don't miss out. And we'll be back 9:35 p.m. Central, 7:35 Pacific, Sunday night for the After Dark show. Recap this weekend and project the conference title games because we're not going to be correct.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, Spaz, as always, even though we literally just did it, it's still a good time and never a bad time of the year. Two as always. Fuck Washington.
Dubs down. Dubs down.
Quack.